My name is Juliana. I'm in 7th grade and I go to West Prep.
My name is Karen Montiel. I work for Communities in Schools. I'm a site coordinator here at West Prep.
The first time I met Miss Karen was last year in the middle of the school year.
She was referred by one of the counselors, a 6th grade counselor, due to the amount of referrals she had.
It was rough because I wasn't doing so good last year because I wouldn't pay attention or I couldn't focus.
With Juliana, I met with her. I talked about her behavior, her grades.
F's and D's and how I could fix them.
Once you sit down with them and they see like, hey, this is your report card. This is where you're at right now. This is the amount of referrals that you have. These are your grades. Then little by little, they start realizing like, oh, is this really me? Is this where I'm at?
Switching off and on onto different classes, going back and forth, and making new friends, and seeing how people would see you in middle school, because in elementary, you don't really care what people think of you, but in middle school you do.
I started seeing how her grades were improving, how her behavior it was improving. She went from not being able to stay in her class to completing the whole day in the class. And with Juliana, it was more like she knew that someone was checking on her. I'm checking your attendance. I can see where you're at, so make sure that you're in class. Even when I would see her during lunch, and she would, a lot of times she would come in and tell me like, Miss, I went to all my classes today.
It took a while for me to get my grades up. About 3 months to get my grades up and try and focus more.
She went from pretty much all F's and D's to little by little making sure that the grades were better than that. So this year I started coaching with a couple of other teachers, Girls on the Run or Heart and Soul for middle school.
I'm really athletic. Love running, love playing soccer, basketball.
Positive attention, like positive reinforcement, knowing that she's doing something good for herself is gonna help her stay on track.
I actually want to be a singer. I want to go to Juilliard Arts.
I see a lot of potential in Juliana in her future. If she continues to follow the right path, which I believe she will, and I tell her and I advise her to continue joining extracurricular activities, that seems to bring her best, the positive in her.
Miss Karen is really cool. She helped me a lot this year and last year.